Hey.
Hey, come on in the room. Come on in the room.
Come on in and see
What's going on, good people out there? Hey, welcome to M.V.P.
and we just want to help you see. We talk real life, no cap, no shade. Truth in the open, no mask, no fade. From love and money to faith and pride, it's a ride through the mind of the other side. M.V.P. Man's viewpoint, truth and heart, no need to front.
Room. Yeah, we in the room. Come on in.
That might need to be the new. I like our theme song though.
Oh, yeah, the theme song be busting. What's going on, good people out there? What's up, man? What's happening? We're back at you, MVP, Man's Viewpoint. How was your week, man?
Stressful.
That boy say stressful. He too young to be stressed.
Stress don't have an age.
Man, you got to be blessed, not stressed.
You could be blessed through the stress.
Well, I hope that stressing turns into some blessings. But you know, sunshine and rain, you know, joy and pain.
The light cometh in the morning.
Joy cometh in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy and pain. Come on.
I done went secular.
I know, right? I'm trying to keep this thing. That boy done went straight to the world. But anyway, hey, welcome back. Hey, we just want to say right off rip, we thank you guys for supporting, going to especially on the YouTube page, and you guys are going there and subscribing and watching. We really, really, truly appreciate it. I think you guys don't really know what is going on behind the scenes. Of course they don't know because they're not here.
How could they?
I know, right? Duh. But, you know, it's a lot of work to try to get this done. So we appreciate you guys taking a journey with this. And with that being said, go on at YouTube, M.V.P. YouTube.
I had a stroke.
I got so many things going on, man. Go to the YouTube channel. You can find that at MVP Podcast 1. At MVP Podcast 1 on YouTube. Man, it doesn't cost you a thing to subscribe.
I know we be having a lot of people watching the videos. They don't be subscribing though. That's AKA called haters. No, I ain't gonna say haters.
What's up with that?
I don't know, people like to peek and see what you got going on, but they don't wanna really, like, you know, I don't know. That's an interesting. We should talk about that.
Talk about that
because I'm sure a lot of people go through that when they have podcasts or just starting up something in general. They'll tap in, but they won't fully tap in.
Ain't no support, but then we be
wondering. You know how we do.
Yeah, it's and we were talking about that before you came, Ernest, and about support. Those of you who came out to Runway Noir Runway, I went. It was a great show, man. I enjoyed it. But we got to support each other, you know.
The right way. So that being said, go ahead, like, share, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. You're hitting a button. You're already there. Just hit the subscribe button. Push a button. I know y'all don't know about that. That's from a movie. Anybody who can get back with us and tell us what movie that is from, we will send you some MVP merch because it's coming. I thought you was going to say some money. I was just
no,
sir.
No, sir. But all right, man, let's go and get into it. We pre-gaming today.
Yeah, go ahead and shout out Uncle Ernest.
Oh, man. Hey, I never knew this. Just gone.
Right.
I'm going to read. I know. I was so my arm up. Buccaneers 1984 continues the remarkable legacy of Tennessee distilling legend Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. Each small batch is curated by his great-great-granddaughter, Whiskey Magazine's 2021 Master Blender of the Year, Victoria Edie Butler, utilizing the process of maple charcoal mellowing that Nearest helped perfect over 160 years ago. 1884 delivers a whiskey that is smooth as it is complex. That sounds like me. For real. Smooth but complex.
What is it, Uncle Ernest?
Uncle Nearest.
Uncle Nearest. Uncle Nearest, we coming at you. We gonna keep coming at you until something shakes.
Yes, we coming at you, Uncle Nearest, until something just rain down. But yeah, in your favorite libation, your mixed drink, or stand alone, Uncle Nearest 1884, smooth but complex. That's my new thing. Smooth but complex, and
You like that?
love. Just because. Love, just because. All right, man. So pre-gaming, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't really got much. I've been on my water. Because just as much as you pregame, you got to rehydrate.
Oh, here we go.
That's key. And I don't really like to shout out nobody that ain't cutting no checks. But Zephyr Hills, if you want to cut us one, we'll gladly take it. But make sure y'all out there drinking water.
Especially in this heat in Florida. Got to stay hydrated.
But that's my pregame tip for the day for all y'all drinkers out there. Y'all don't be drinking no water. That's why your pee smell.
Oh, wow. That boy done went scientific on it. Well, speaking of that, I mean, definitely you can tell by the color of your urine whether or not you're... I'm going into paramedic mode.
They out there with the dark yellow pee.
Yeah. You dark yellow, you need to hydrate. You need to drink some water. But anyway, you see I got the cup back from Halliburton.
Yeah.
I told look, Halliburton, man, I like you and all, but you can't just, man.
Not you had to steal this from him too. You already.
I'm going to give him this cup. I'm going to give him that cup right there. But the cup is back. And, we go to the trusted cup for a new topic.
What we got?
Okay. All right, Carla in Atlanta. In the ATL. That's kind of cool because we got on the Falcon shirts today. Rise up.
Go
okay.
Birds.
This going to be interesting. She wants us to talk about, I don't know. Let me see if I read hers. I mean, trying to put it in. So she wants to talk about roles, gender roles in relationships, and just gender roles and maybe in marriage as well. Just like gender roles in relationship, gender roles in marriage. How have they changed? Or have they changed? So,
Read that again for the people that couldn't.
All right. So gender roles in relationships and marriages. How roles in marriages are evolving across generations, or how roles in relationships and marriages are evolving across generations. So gender roles. So that boy say
My thinking.
I gonna kick that thing off. I guess
we going. This I forgot our segment. That was pregame.
Pregame over with.
Yeah. So this the
first half.
Okay.
All right, first half. So we're gonna kick this thing off. We're talking about gender roles and relationships and marriage. Well, I've been married. Well, you could talk about when you get married, how you would.
Yeah.
So remember,
first off,
I ain't got to pay for yours because you're a male, right? Nah.
I thought it was the father of the groom. and the bride.
Father. No, sir.
Well, I don't want you to do nothing but just come and sit down anyway, Tom. So you ain't got to worry about paying a darn thing. Just come in there and sit down somewhere. And let's go get through that. We're going to have an open bar, so you can be at the bar.
I'm going to be the bartender.
No. Sit down.
Some money.
Sit down somewhere.
Save
Keyword,
some
sit.
I can sit on the stool as I bartend, make sure.
No.
Because
you gonna be over there trying to shake the. We don't need no show. We just need you to sit down somewhere.
Somebody got to make sure that.
Well, let's start it off with this. Since you've been married, and I don't want to see you down the rabbit.
Yeah, you trying to set
Nah,
me
in all
up.
seriousness, because you know you might be speaking to
I'm gonna
somebody.
talk about.
Oh, you ain't trying to talk about that.
Well, I'm gonna talk about in my part, like I'm gonna define like the roles and talk about it from
Right.
my generation. So
Okay.
I'm thinking,
So tell us what the gender roles were like.
yeah. So I think, back in the I don't want to say back in the day, but
Back
from
in
my
the day,
generation,
when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. You don't even know what movie that's
I
from.
remember that song.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think men were, expected to be the providers.
Typical stuff, man.
Yeah.
Women in the house, cooking, cleaning,
Yeah,
taking care of
but
the kids.
there were reasons for that.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
know what I'm
saying
saying?
it
I
wasn't.
feel like women at that time, especially say, my father going on and whatnot. I mean, employment for women wasn't that great.
Right. Women's
So-
rights in general just
Right.
wasn't.
Yeah. So women, maybe not even by choice, had to, and then I thought about this too. One of the things like child care, man. I remember, your child care, man, that almost took me under
What you mean?
financially. But child care is a beast.
Like daycare?
Yeah. It's expensive.
Get your money up, Tony.
Man, please. That thing, you talking about now, I think I heard somebody say, child care is almost like $180, $200 a week. So you talking about, one kid,
like a band a
that's
month.
$800 if you got more than one kid. So I can see mothers staying home because that was affordable, and also, did they even trust to, have their kids going somewhere, other than Big Mama house?
All right. I want to touch into this though. Let's get a little deeper. Like, I think that, of course, that was the way of the world at the time. And shout out to all the trailblazing women who were not the typical at-home mothers who did, trailblaze when it comes to just being in the workplace or just being in different occupations that women typically were not back in the day. But I think that let's talk about the misogynistic viewpoint that men have to where, like, okay, yeah, back then it was more normal, but you still have men to this day who kind of want that, and it's not because it's what the woman wants. It's because the man feels like, oh, you need to be in the kitchen, or oh, you need to be at home taking care of the kids. And I feel like a lot of men, especially in your day, and like I said, either whether it was on purpose or not on purpose, I feel like it was a misogynistic viewpoint, like, oh, women are only to be in the kitchen. They don't need to be in the workplace. They don't need to be, doing anything but taking care of what the at home was.
I'm gonna agree and disagree. I agree that there are men out there who, they feel that type of thing makes them powerful or whatever, and they need that kind of, I'm the head of the household, so everybody do like I say or whatever. But I push back on that whole thing that, yeah, somebody does. If, like, my daddy worked 3 jobs, so how could he have taken care of the house? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, house has to be taken care of.
I'm saying from the viewpoint of, and I'm not saying granddad was like this. I'm saying from the viewpoint of, okay, I'm working 3 jobs and I'm doing what I need to do, but I'd rather do all of that than to see you be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do all of this to make sure that you ain't nowhere, your ass ain't nowhere but the kitchen. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, other than I just don't want my woman to work.
Yeah, or I don't want my woman to do nothing but stay at the house and fold clothes, and you know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's whole. I feel like that's a whole nother issue. Like those men, those are issues. That might be trust issues, insecurity issues, in the sense where, I don't want nobody else to see you. I don't want you out the house. I mean, there are men that are like that. Keep their woman in the house.
Controlling.
Controlling. Barefoot and pregnant. That type of mentality. So, but I think that my generation, a lot of that was because of the times. Hey, I got a job, I got 2 jobs or whatever. We got kids, maybe we couldn't afford daycare, like I said. It would have been cheaper or more frugal for you to stay home to watch the kids.
And while you staying home, I guess that came with, kind of other duties. Now, so yeah, I'll end it there with the old school kind of thing. Now, do I think that works today? I do not. I think that, how time has changed. I mean, most women now are making more than men. Men are the ones who are not the breadwinners a lot now. So, women could say that same thing. Hey, I don't want you,
Yeah, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Like I think if we go into, my generation or today's world, like, like you said, the fact that women are, they're breadwinners.
Yes,
they're
I'm
leaders.
Glad that has happened.
And so now you see more stay-at-home dads, or you see more. And I think, I don't think that a marriage or a relationship should have any select gender roles. I think that you should find your person, and I think that y'all should work on what works for y'all and not listen to the outside noise.
I agree.
If that means she stay home, that means she stay home. If that means you stay home, that means you stay home. I think so many people in relationships and marriages get caught up in what they think should be,
or what society says it should be,
and so now
or how mom and daddy marriage was, or relationship,
or how you was raised from whatever, whether it be misogynistic or whatever. Or now you coming into a marriage thinking that religion
background is
exactly. So I think it's case by case. Like if I had to say personally, like once I have a wife, I ain't gonna lie, I would love her to be in the house with, like, once we have kids, I would love for her to be at home and raise my children. Now, if she came to me and was like, nah, I ain't doing that, like, I would respect that too, though. You know what I'm saying?
And then I also think a lot of that wasn't always trying to say be in control, but I think it was kind of, and I'm speaking back in the day, it was kind of clear, like role division. Like, it was structure. One control, like, hey, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to do this and you're going to do this. And that's, how we're going to.
The bacon, you going to cook it.
Right. I go hunt it and you cook it. Right. But I respect that fact that you said, I think that even now, looking back at marriage, we do go into marriage, or went into marriage, or I went into marriage. You do have these preconceived notions that you think, this what your marriage should be like this or whatever. So I would agree with the point that you have to create your thing. If
as long as it's built on respect and love.
Right. But if we're okay with you working and I'm not working and I'm taking care of the house, then that works for us. I do think that just because men have a job and are looked upon, and so I was just thinking that to break that whole role thing in the sense of, a woman is required to cook and clean and that kind of thing. No, I mean, a man can clean as well. A man, I like to cook. So, that's not one of those things. But my point is, whatever works. If my expectation is, hey, if you can just cook maybe one big meal on Sunday, and then, however our workflow go that week, if I get home early, then, long as you left the chicken out, take that chicken out the freezer, then, that works. If, I see the bathtub is dirty, then, hey, let me, I shouldn't have to, I don't wait for you to go in there and clean it. So I just think whatever works for those individuals work. But so what would you say though? Okay, if what about roles that you know a man should have? Like, for instance, for me, I wouldn't want to see a woman cut grass.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Taking out the
That's
trash.
cut grass, put gas in the car if I'm in the car.
Yeah.
You know.
definitely not. You definitely not touching no doors or
Yeah.
taking out the trash or
But that's a role.
no, for sure. I think, and that's why I feel like, that's a good point. I feel like
But that's us being men too. And I think those are innate qualities that, I don't know if you want to call it chivalry, if you want to call it gentleman or whatever, but somebody could argue, well, why women don't do that? Why women don't open the doors? Or why, But I just feel like there are certain things that a woman should
never
have
do.
to touch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
then you may have some women out there that be like, I can do all of that. You know what I'm saying? And we're not saying that women can't. So that's why I feel like, I don't know. When you brought up gender roles, I didn't even think about that aspect of it. Maybe just because of the type of man that I am, like that. Like even if we are fluid in our gender roles, like that's still never a job that I would put, you know what I'm saying, or not have my women do in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that's a good point.
Right.
I think that's a good point. Like, I mean, yeah.
you got to, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to flip it, you got to flip and be like, well, that's a gender role. And then what about like, so what if the woman is, like I said before, she's making more money, does she expect more?
Our house better be clean. The
Yeah.
dishes better be washed. Them
These
kids
dishes better be done.
But I don't think that has anything to do with a man or woman. I think whoever is the breadwinner of the household, and now if they are both working and she just so happen to make more money, then I mean, y'all do that how y'all do that. But if it's a situation to where she working or he working and he's the only breadwinner and he's taking care of the whole household, yeah, I need that. I need my meal cooked by the time I get home. And that's just the type of guy I am, whether it be right or wrong. If I'm the sole breadwinner and you're the at-home mom or you're an at-home wife, I've
been dealing with these kids all day.
And I respect
you don't
that.
think that's a job?
That is a job.
Huh? Little Taylor Jr. been running around, jumping off the...
That's just one duty of your many duties that make up your job. You see what I'm saying? Just like at a job, you don't just do one thing. You got different duties. You got different aspects of your job that make your job a complete.
But the point is, why do you feel like
even if it's not a woman man thing, even if, like I said, the woman was the breadwinner and the man is at home, he need to have dinner ready when she walk in.
But do you feel like because you've been out in the streets or whatever, that's kind of takes more precedence, or it's more important than her being at home with the kids?
No, I think both of them are
but,
equal.
But why are you demanding?
I'm not demanding. I'm just saying, like I said, it's duties. Like I said, Tony,
Devil's advocate.
at your job, there's
But
multiple
you saying
facets.
you want your food to be cooked. That's what you just said.
I'm saying if I'm the breadwinner of the house, because you're trying to make it something that I'm not saying.
Okay,
what
are you saying?
I'm saying I'm the sole breadwinner of my home, and I have a stay-at-home wife, and we have kids, et cetera, et cetera. She
Little
has,
bad Taylor Jr. just
well,
jumping over stuff.
They ain't gonna be but too bad.
But go ahead.
But she has her job is to take care of the household. Now that comes with different responsibility. It's a multifaceted job.
But
just like when you're on the outside, you have different duties that make up your holistic job.
So you just expecting your food to be?
So you focusing on that?
Nah,
I'm expecting the food to be done by the time I get home.
Something there to eat.
It ain't got to be hot in
Let me help you out.
A full course meal.
Let me help you out. So you good with some hamburgers and fries?
Occasionally. But I need, you know what I'm saying? But is that not your job? Just like my job is to go out and provide the money. Your job is to take care. I'm asking, in your opinion,
That's what I'm saying. You
I'm answering. You trying to make it.
No. That's why it's, whatever works for you guys. But if that understanding is, hey, my expectation is when I come home, please have me something to eat, then okay, you got to understand. But I was just kind of playing devil's advocate in the sense where, why do some men feel like, oh, I've been out here all day and you just been home. And the thing, I think they think you just been home and not really realizing, hey, let Timmy been whatever, whatever happens at home, that it could, could have been a day. And so I did not get around to, but I do think that if that is the case, you got to, you got to call an audible.
Right. And that's what I was just going to say. That's why I think it all just boils down to having great communication, because, she may have, or he may have been having a day at home and, you couldn't do whatever that, you're expecting, whatever. And now it's like, okay, you have to see that as the man or as a wife or as a husband and say, like you said, let's call it audible. Let's all just go out to eat. Let's just break the monotony of, whatever. So, and I wasn't saying like every day I need some greens, neck bones,
collard greens.
No, I'm saying like
I need some of them collard greens, some of them pig.
But yeah, I think it just boils down to communication. I think that's where a lot of relationships, a lot of marriages fail. It's just the lack of communication, the lack of understanding, the lack of empathy,
and expectations of clear roles.
Yeah,
and So let me ask you this question though: what do you think about? Have women, because women have come a long way, especially in the workforce. I mean,
rightfully so.
All the way around. Do you think that women have kind of in your generation, because I think you have more independent women, so to speak, in your generation.
I don't need a man type of thing.
Yeah, that whole INDEPEND.
Yeah, I think it's.
I got my own car. I got my own job.
That's to be that vibe too, job. Working hard, shit. You know what I'm saying? That's to be that banging now. What you know about that? Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing, man. I think that we're kind of. Yeah, I think it is. I think
I think that. Go ahead.
So you about to get canceled? You talking about you do?
No, okay. So what I meant by that is.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
I think it's a beautiful thing.
I'm finna join you in the doghouse.
Nah, because that was crazy. You do? Is this camera on me?
I'm gonna explain myself though.
I think it's a beautiful thing. I think the beautiful thing is that women as a species have came so far, in the sense of where they should have been in the first place. Like the disrespect and the whatever word you want to use that women have had to go through just to be able to be treated as their own person.
Right.
So from that aspect, like I think it's a beautiful thing that women came from, not being able to vote, not being able to do this and that, not being looked at to be able to handle certain things, to now they're able to do all of that. And able to do it at a high level and lead and change the world. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think where it gets misconstrued a little bit is, no matter, and I could be wrong, and this is just my opinion, and it's not coming from a place of anything, it's just my opinion. I think no matter how independent or how boss a woman is, at the end of the day, she still wants companionship.
Well, I was going to kind of get into that to say, do you think that women have kind of painted themselves in a corner, those kind of women, those independent women,
boss chick.
Right, where, that they don't need a man. Like, what I need you for, other than the,
Right, the physical aspect.
The physical aspect. And with that,
but they don't even need you for that,
right? Because the rose, yeah. So
you really don't need,
right. So I'm saying,
and if that's, go ahead.
Right. So that's why I was saying when I said you do, I meant like there are some women out there who, hey, I'm self-contained.
Right.
So therefore,
the roles, that is a different role because now when I try to approach you, you so hard, you know, you know what I'm saying? When I say hard, I mean, you know, hey, what you got? Oh, I got 3 cars. I got my own house. I got, you know, there's no softness there, if you will, for a man to be like, oh wow, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I do,
women,
but I don't, because it's like, okay, I feel like men feel like, oh, if I'm not able to offer you nothing or provide you with anything, now I feel like they're, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like a man. If you run across a woman who has her own everything, now
what's the need?
The need could just be her wanting to have you. But as a man, just because you feel like you can't provide her with something in a physical aspect, now I feel less than, or I don't feel like.
I think that's important, though. I don't think that's important at all. Men need to feel like that.
I think that men need to feel needed.
You're right. So
but that doesn't mean that you need to be a provider. Or if you run across a woman who's already done everything for herself, and all she wants you to do is just be her arm candy.
Hot up in here.
Be her arm candy. Be someone she can conversate with, bounce ideas off of. Be a mental piece. What's wrong with that? I'm still showing you that I need you, and vice versa. Just because you can't provide for me, or I don't need you to provide for me, you can't be in this relationship with me because I've bossed up and I have everything. You know what I'm saying? I think men have to reflect in themselves. Like, just because you run across someone who that you're projecting. Like, oh, I can't provide you with this and that, or you already had that, so now I don't feel like you need me. Okay, I got a question.
I got a good question for you. All right, you ain't married. All right, so you meet this, let's say you meet that boss up lady, whatever. She got her house. She's like, hey, you can just move in with me. What you doing?
I'm gonna need my name to be on some paperwork. And I'm a offer, and I'm gonna continually advocate to provide and pay something on the house, whether that be fixing it up when it gets broken or whatever, or paying the lease or the rent or whatever that may be. Now she continuously say, no, I got that. No, I got that. Cool. But I need my name to be on some paperwork, because you ain't just finna kick me out when things get shaky. Now, I don't mind moving in with you, as long as it's spacious and I got whatever I need and the house is what it needs to be. Cool. Again, as a man, I'm still gonna offer. I'm still gonna make sure, triple check, double check, quadruple check. Hey, this is what I could do. What you need me to do. What it needs to be done around the house, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm not moving in with you without my name being on no paperwork. I think that's where a lot of I need something on.
I don't know, man. I have mixed emotions about that.
Why can't you do that?
Because I feel at 57 that, you know, we're about to settle down, we're about to get married, or whatever the case is. If I got my own house, you got your own house, or whatever, you know, I just think the process of having something together, like
it is together. Your name on the lease.
I'm talking about from the ground up.
Why does it have to be that? If her house, if you got a house, she got a house, but her house better, or it's bigger, it's more spacious.
I just feel like if we're building, and I don't mean building the house, I mean building together, then there's no, because even with your house on your name on the deed, I mean, you could say, well, you know, hey, my name on the deed, but I don't know. I just think,
and that's that old man mentality right there, and that's why
maybe it is.
You need some reflection.
I just feel like,
if I'm, she say you can move in with me, I'm gonna put your name on the deed. And as a man, because I am a man's man, I'm offering to pay whatever needs to be done. I'm not just moving in comfy, just chilling. I'm taking care of the house. I'm mowing the lawn. I'm fixing whatever needs to be fixed on the house. My name on the deed. I'm offering to pay if she's still paying on the house. I'm offering to go half, or I'm offering to help her out with that. I don't see what the problem is. I think what you struggling with is some inner something that need to be talked about, some inner stuff. Nah, real talk. That's some real stuff, because don't even make no sense.
But we talking.
That don't even make no sense.
I would say that.
That's how you feel. That's your opinion. Yeah, Miss Ernest, grab a mic. Come on, Mr. Ernest, because how you feel about that? Because that's that old misogynistic.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
or
Mr.
do you
Ernest,
not?
who right?
It ain't no right or
You're
wrong.
right. It ain't no right or wrong. But I'm saying, I'm letting you know how you feel.
I just feel like
that ain't it.
when you partner in something from the ground up, everybody's got the same level of stake in it. And even though I hear you say, "Oh, she's gonna put my name on the deed," but I get to pick together. You and I get to, hey, we're gonna paint this wall. You like this paint? Okay, I like that.
If she
too.
put your name on the deed, I'm sure once she see you looking at it, you trying to get real technical. If her house,
Is it not technical?
if she let you move in and she's like, hey, this is our home now. Your name is on the deed. It's our home. You could have your man cave. We could redecorate however you want to redecorate. I get that I was living here by myself, so I did it how I wanted to do it. But now I have a husband and I'm welcoming you in. I'm making sure that you're comfortable. But because it's not something that we didn't come into together, you can't get with that.
I'm just playing
I'm
devil's
asking.
advocate.
No, it ain't no devil's advocate. I'm asking you.
To be honest, I'm thinking about it. I'm just saying, I just like the fact that with something major like that, for me, and maybe it is old school thinking, I'm saying, hey, we went together. We struggling this together. Ain't no, we got this together. And I maybe I'm looking at fortifying the relationship more as well.
Do you think you're looked at as a less than man or weaker man because you've done something like that?
I don't know. I would have to ask the.
I'm asking you.
Oh. I don't know. Weaker.
Let's really get into it. Let's peel back some layers.
I just would like to have a co-partnership with, hey, where do you want, because just because her house is where it is, maybe I don't even want to live in that part of town. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking of it as from ground floor, everything is a mutual decision. We agreed to live right, in this part of town. We agreed to have a 3-2. We agreed to put, discounted furniture. I'm just saying, I just feel like it would make the partnership stronger. But maybe, hey, we learn. I don't know. I ain't saying there's a right or wrong. That's just my perspective. But I hear what you're saying.
So let me ask you this.
I hear what you're saying.
Do you feel like you've lost relationships or couldn't have relationships because of that same perspective applied to many other areas when it came to you being with the woman? Let me repeat that.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think I do. No, I'm comfortable who I am and what I got and what I don't have. I guess I'm just caught up in the, I'm thinking, okay, this is the last house I'm 57. This is the last house. You know what I'm saying? Unless I win the lotto or something, okay. So I'm just saying that's how I was looking at it. Like, okay, this is going to probably be the last house that I live in. So I would want to do that with somebody who, we are mutual invested in the whole piece from the ground up. But it makes sense. I guess it makes sense financially, because the way houses cost now, hey, hell, you already got a house. So, I don't know, man. It's an interesting conversation. Hey, what do you guys think? Hey, chime in. Come on, chime in. Go to the comments. When you watch this episode, go to the comments and let us know, how you feel about that. Am I living under trauma? Or, do you understand what I'm just trying to say?
And I get what you from the perspective. Like I said, I feel like you're being real technical in the sense of like, where the house is. Do I feel it's just a part of town?
But
I understand that.
But don't things matter?
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, I understand that. I understand that.
So let's, okay. Well, let's go on to halftime off of that. You good? You good? All right, we're going to go to halftime and talk about this off the air. We'll be back. All right. Woo, boy, I needed that halftime right there.
Sweating.
I'm about to drink that whole thing of 1884 Uncle Nearest, because boy, whew,
I'm hot up in here. I'm like Nelly. Hot up in here. All right.
That was a good conversation, though.
That was a good, that was a good first half, man. People gonna stick around for the second half, boy. We keep playing like that.
Yeah, we played. We came out. We executed.
Yeah.
The defense was tackling.
Defense was tackling. Wrapping up.
Receivers were blocking.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Running backs hitting the hole.
One tiptoeing. Hey, all right. So second half, I want to talk about this, and then we gonna bring this thing on home to the 2-minute warning. But is submission still a thing?
Being submissive.
Yeah. Do younger men feel disrespected or unsure how to lead when the roles are less defined? And is leading the same as controlling or protecting? Is that the same thing? So
Nah.
first and foremost,
Yeah, what's the first part?
is submission still a thing? Boy, I know I don't really want to get into this because, boy, ooh, Jesus.
We need the views,
When
though.
women be like,
So even if they canceling you in the comments.
so even with like marriage vows, a lot of women take that part out while, honor and obey. They don't even have that in there no more.
that don't sit right with
Yeah,
you.
it ain't seriously and in their spirits today. Honor and obey. And I think, and this just me talking, man. So let me go on and get myself canceled.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll bounce back.
I feel my outlook is, is God, man, and then, family. So hopefully man is, in the will of God doing what, he should do. And then that's how the leadership. And when I say leadership, and it's kind of funny, whereas if you look at husband means really house manager, and, you got to wonder, okay, well, who's going to be ultimately held responsible? If I'm supposed to be the leader, then, am I ultimately held responsible for the direction my family goes or, my relationship goes or whatever? And so I think that, first and foremost, that has to be established. And I think when people hear the word leadership, some people, automatically they hear controlling or, I'm the leader that, okay, well, if I'm the leader, you must be the follower. And since you're the follower, you don't have no say so. You do like I say do. And that's not the type of leadership that works anywhere. That don't work nowhere. You know what I'm saying? The best leaders are the people who you don't even think are leading.
The best leaders are those that are able to point you in a direction, but also get you there or walk with you to that direction.
Got me wearing my hat back.
You know what I'm saying? Let me repeat that for the people
in the back. What you saying?
I feel like the best type of leaders are people who can lead you, point you in a direction, but also walk with you to that direction. So I'm not telling you to make a left and expecting you to make that left on your own. I'm saying, hey, we finna make this left together. Now let's make this left.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm directing, but I'm also right beside you. I'm not in front of you. I'm not behind you. I'm right beside you.
But let's take them words though. Why wouldn't you be in front of somebody you're trying to protect?
Are you saying I'm speaking metaphorically, you speaking physically?
I'm speaking metaphorically and physically. Like if I
think that's a good point though.
Yeah, I'm supposed to protect you. So I need to be in the front to protect you.
You can't protect from the back or from the side? I'm asking.
How do you protect from the back? If something's coming
just
straight
like
towards
do you
the
feel
person.
like can you so I'm asking, are we speaking in what tense are we speaking in?
Oh,
like,
okay. Well, I mean, I
think that you can lead. So do you think that you can lead from the back? And I'm asking, I don't have any alternative or answer or alternative motive to, I'm just asking your perspective.
I guess you could if you have that kind of relationship, because I guess leading from the back is because you're using your experience to kind of, if you will, whisper in the ear, hey, we're not going to don't go that way. Don't go left.
Mhm.
You know, I've been left, so let's go right. Or, you know, hey, you need to duck. When I say duck, duck. I mean, I don't, you know, but it's just kind of funny where I think that women want protection and they want all of that stuff, but do you really want the leadership? Do you really want, you know, because you know, there are some men who be like, hey, I get the final say so. Period. Like, you know, what I say, you know, and so is that still a viable way to do that? Or
I don't think
you know,
so. I think, and I don't even think we talking about what the question was, to be honest. But I never
it's
felt
submission.
like,
We talking about submission. Is it still a thing?
I think it should be.
And when you say so, define submission.
like I'm able to, in the lack of better words, kneel to you sometimes or bow to you sometimes. Let you be the one.
So are you talking about both people?
I'm saying either or.
Okay.
I'm saying the wife
All right.
or the man. Like
Okay,
I'm able to let you lead sometimes, and I'm able to let you lead sometimes. My final word is not always the final word. Your final word ain't always the final word. But when we come together,
So we submit to each
other, and that's where I think.
So what did that mean?
That's what I think should happen.
Why was that in marriage vows that, you know, well, it don't
'Cause
say
I feel
submit,
like-
say honor and
I mean, it's a lot of things.
honor
And
and, like,
obey.
tradition.
Yeah, I think
So
tradition.
you don't think women should honor and obey?
I think we should honor each other. I think we should obey each other. Why she the only one obeying and honoring?
So why do you think they put that
I think
for her in her vow? Because I don't think the man says
Do we
that.
think or do we know?
He doesn't. The man,
Mr. Ernest?
the man didn't. He said honor and obey. He did. When the man did his wedding vows, they say honor and obey. The man. I ain't never heard no man say honor and obey. Ernest. Ernest, are you sure?
Oh my God.
Somebody got to pull this up.
You need to
Pull it up. Put it on your phone.
Dad. No, Dad. You need to sit on somebody's couch.
Never heard.
Because that's crazy.
A man
I'm so glad
say honor and obey. And
Because why would he not
Hey.
say that? Why would he not say that?
see,
So
hey, chat.
nah. I'm just don't even. I'll find it.
I'm serious. I've never
What, you talking
heard a
about the
man
vows?
say wedding vows, traditional wedding vows.
Traditional wedding vows. Does the man say honor and obey in his vows as well?
Dum 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 dum.
All right, I got an
clear
answer.
his throat. Dum, do-do-do-do-do.
In traditional Christian wedding vows, the phrase honor and obey is usually included only in the bride's vows, not the groom's.
How y'all
Here's
doing?
how it's typically down in the traditional Church of England. Okay. But I don't agree with that.
But I'm just
And I think that's
asking why is that in there though?
But I think there's a lot of things that is in the Bible that
yeah, I mean that's a whole nother conversation.
Exactly. So
but I'm just
we can't
saying,
just be like, but
But
you're
for
asking what?
years, people were. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
But what's your point?
My point was, the question is: are people still submitting? Are women still being submitting to their husbands? Or
Was that the question?
well, yeah, it was about.
Or is
Is
submissive
submission
still a thing? Okay, that's two different things.
Well, it has to start at the wedding vow if we talk about marriage. And I was just saying, from my point of view, old school, I've never heard a man say honor and obey. And my question was, why not? Why? I've never heard that. And why is it that only the woman says that? That's all I was saying.
Because I think, yeah, I just think it just goes back into the whole she's at the house and not able to, you know what I'm saying? She's the So yeah, I don't agree with that. I feel like, you know, that's probably why a lot of marriages or relationships fail, because the man is looking at it like, you supposed to obey me. You supposed to honor me. Why are we not honoring and obeying each other?
I'm gonna do some research on that because I just want to know.
Do I have a point though? That not make
No,
sense?
I mean that's a point. But I'm just saying I'm gonna just do some research because I just want to know why was that just put in there for the woman to say.
So what the man
that?
say? What is the man?
He don't say honor and obey. Huh? Pull
What
up,
the?
pull up the vows so we can, because we need
All
to.
right, all right. Okay. So groom's vows.
Y'all couldn't hear Ernest. He said you can only have one leader in the house, right? And so what? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true now. You
Okay.
can only have one. You can't have two CEOs.
So I blank the name, take thee the name to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forth, for better and for worse, for richer, for poor, and sickness and in health, to love and to cherish to death do us part. That ain't even like
That's the
the
man.
grooms.
Oh, that's the groom.
And then the bride's I name, take thee name to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, to for better or for worse, for richer, for poor, and sickness and in health, to love, cherish, and obey, till death do us part. That sound like she like you a little bit more than he like her. 'Cause to love, cherish, and obey, and all he's saying is, I'm gonna take care of you if we get rich.
Because
if
you're out
you
there
get
working,
poor.
man.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, this might go viral, right? We need to make sure we clip some of this.
I'm just saying, I never had heard the man say honor and obey. But, so back to the initial premise of submission.
Yeah.
I think when women hear that word, anyway, just the word submissive.
It's a trigger.
Yeah, it's a trigger. And I don't think it's, and I get, I know what, he ain't like it neither, whoever that was. I guess it's all on how their mate or their husbands take that word. Like, how do you, submit? And, is submitting does that mean being inferior? I don't think it means that.
I don't think so, but I think that's what they take it as.
But-
or not even just
but you
women,
know
just
what?
people in general.
But think about it too, though. Because when you think about the power of women and their power to be soft, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman submits, use that word to a man or whatever, if you change that word to, I'm going to change the word to soft. I'm going to be soft. No, I'm going to be soft. I'm going to be soft. I believe that every woman has whatever it is to speak to a man in their, with their softness. A woman can come, the way that she talks to you, the way she strokes you, the way, the way she can look at you. She has that power that I don't think men have. Now, we could talk some women off the ledge, hey, baby. But there's something special about a woman that, she can, and I feel like that's innate. So if you change the word submit to just being soft and being in your feminine.
I think that sounds worse, to be honest.
Not how it sounds, what it means. Like, if you're always in your softness, that's going to bring me down. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman can always be in her feminicity, is that a word? Feminicity? Well, we be making up some words, don't we? Put that in the urban district. If she could be in her feminicity, I like it though. Then I think she can reach us, more so than a woman being her. I ain't submissive. What are you talking about? And submissive don't really mean like what I'm talking about. The submissive part isn't, I got to do what he say do, and I'm under his foot. It's just, hey, you can bring me where I need to be when I'm either too high or hell when I'm down low. You can bring me up. So, and I think women only have that power. I mean, I think we do something for women, but I just think they do have that special gift from God to kind of, manipulate, that's a bad choice of words, not manipulate, but to spread their magic, if you will. How about that? You don't agree?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that a woman should have to live in that for you to listen or for you to.
No. But
I understand where you're coming from.
But a lot of women don't live in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard this man one time, he was talking to his wife. He was like, okay, if you talk to me like a man, you know everything about you like a man, then goddamn, I'm finna treat you like a man. I ain't saying that's right, but I understand his mindset. Like, don't come to me, as a man, because you ain't a man. Okay, he don't want to come on in.
No,
but
I understand.
Anyway,
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying.
I just think there's something special about
she shouldn't have to come at you in a soft aspect for you to listen or for you to understand. That's all I'm saying.
That's not what I was saying.
I'm not saying that's what you were saying.
Okay,
I understand what you were saying.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, on the flip side of that, she shouldn't have to come at you in that type of way for you to be able to calm down and listen. That's all I'm saying.
I agree to that.
That's
all I'm
saying.
just saying is the power of a woman to be able to do that. And some of them use their powers for evil. But that's a whole nother podcast.
If we have another one, shit, we may not have another one episode.
This might be the end. So all right.
It was real, Mr. Ernest. We appreciate you.
No, I think we put down some things.
No,
man.
I think for sure.
And you got me over here thinking. So now I got to go home and sit on my own couch, not in the pretty white couch.
No, you need to sit on a therapist couch, not your couch, not this couch, but a therapist couch.
That's a shame.
That's
you
not a
paying
shame.
for it?
At this point, we could scrape some pennies together because I would love to hear what that perspective would say.
Scrape some pennies. But anyway, I hear that, and that's how we grow. That's how we grow.
Absolutely.
Different perspectives, man's viewpoints, on different things. So,
Man,
hey,
it'd have been crazy if we had a woman guest.
we gonna have to bring two women, put them right here.
Yeah, we got to do a part two to
again.
this.
Yeah,
we got to do a part two to this.
we might
For
do
sure.
it. Y'all want to see part two of this? If you do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
We're gonna do it regardless.
Hit that like button.
That'd be
Okay,
crazy.
hey, maybe we do it next episode.
No, don't be promising them that because we just gonna do it. Part two coming soon. We ain't gonna be putting out no promises because.
All right, thank you, Carla, for that whole question thing. We done went all around the world, been around the world, and you know about that
And
one?
I can't find my baby. I don't know where I don't. You didn't think I was gonna pick that thing up like that?
And I don't know where you should be, my baby.
Yeah.
Lisa Stansfield. You don't know about Lisa Stansfield, but your boy did it too. Barry White. Baby, I'm here for you, baby.
You getting off topic?
I'll take
Where we at?
We are at the end of. We're going into the 2 minutes. So to wrap this all up,
I don't even think we need to wrap it up.
yeah, because that's a
we about to
lot.
get into a whole nother.
Yeah, but I do think I'm a rep. My wrap up statement is do what works for you in your relationship, in your marriage, whatever. If that means, he needs to cook and he's okay with cooking, y'all trade off whatever, then don't let the world or society or friends or family define something that you and your mate and your husband has to define within yourselves.
Well said, Tony. Well said. I think just to add to that, make sure that your relationship is founded on communication and just I think that's the biggest aspect of any great relationship is to be able to communicate when things are great and when things are not great. So yeah.
All right, let's go and move this thing then. Outside the lines. What you got, man? Oh, I had somebody did reply to the and we ain't gonna even talk about it because we're gonna talk about it, but we ain't gonna talk about it. The last episode, they were like, oh, why didn't you say all women when I said the end, I think I said women be careful, then I came back and I said African American women, be careful.
Yeah,
Keep
Tony,
your
why you ain't say
IDs.
all women?
Because
You don't like all
all
women?
women ain't being picked up. That's why. And I said that because ICE was targeting Haitian women, and they ain't gonna be like, oh, from the complexion, oh, you Haitian or you American? You know what I'm saying? So I was just saying because of what was happening at that moment, that people getting picked up, Haitians were getting picked up. They're not gonna stop and say, oh, hey, you Haitian, and then. So that's why I said what I said,
That's
and
why he
I
said.
stand on what I said. Be careful.
That's your camera. That's his camera, right?
I said what I said
And did.
and did, and be careful and keep your IDs on you. And I mean, if you want to put that to any other race, I know who not being picked up is Karens. So I mean, I'ma just keep it real, man. That's not who being picked up. So people of color, keep your IDs on you. Ladies, be careful. Let somebody know where you're going, and just be careful. That's the kind of world it is. So I'm done with my 2 minutes drill. Outside the lines? You got to drink water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
don't-
I feel you, man. Hey, this is your Tony. That's your life. That is your perspective. That is your opinion.
Thank you.
And I stick beside you on that.
Thank you.
Do I have anything for outside the lines, man? I've tried to think of some worldly events that's going on to kind of speak on. I think I need to do a better job at having a list of those. But
Well, shout out to DST. They had their national convention.
shout out Auntie
and
Rhonda, Auntie Val,
my sister Renee.
Auntie Renee.
Yeah, all the Deltas out there, all the CAU Sigma chapter Deltas out there. Miss Tanya, Miss April. I can't even go into names, y'all.
Yeah.
And then a shout out to the Bros. The Bros are in Philly for our national convention.
We need to do that episode. I already got my guy said.
Yeah. Okay, your dean. I'll try to get in touch with my dean.
I think that could be a dope episode.
So good shout outs there. I think outside the lines that I have is y'all, it's hurricane season here in Florida. It is. Let's not wait, man, to get your supplies and stuff. Can y'all be proactive this year? Okay, go and get your sandbags now. Don't wait for it. If you can start getting sandbags now, get your sandbags now, because they're gonna run out. We already know. We saw the flash flooding here just a couple of days ago. We got 11 inches of rain. In
Plant City, right?
Yeah, in Plant City, and it was flooding. And that's because there's nowhere for the water to go. That much water in a shorter period of time, it can't go into the ground that quick. And we've never experienced this type of weather. So, but please, y'all, start getting your stuff together, your flashlights, your canned goods. If you can get a generator, go ahead and start getting your generator, because y'all know how it's going to get down, and it's coming. So start getting your little food together. Please.
Your canned goods.
Yeah, your canned goods and whatnots. All right, I'm right. All right, man, you good?
Great.
Well, hey, once again, we thank you guys for joining MVP Man's Viewpoint. We hope to see you next week. Remember, go and subscribe. YouTube, MVP Podcast 1. MVP Podcast 1 on YouTube. And we're on your other podcast platforms. And I will be launching the book, just a marketing campaign, probably starting Sunday. So you're going to start hearing a little bit more about Daddy Chronicles as we move towards my birthday, boy.
Yeah, what you got going on?
Man, I ain't got
Anything
nothing
planned?
going on. I ain't got, but we're going to do a book signing though.
Oh, that's what's up.
So we're going to get that together. But if you haven't bought the song yet, please go.
How old you turning, 70?
See,
Oh, you turning for real?
That's how parents go to jail. And
Tell the people how old you turning.
I'm gonna be 16 on August the 4th. But, hey, go get the song "Half the Man" on all your musical platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora. He choking. See, I'm gonna have to save him up here. And but we appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week on M.V.P.
Hey. It's the M.V.P. Come on in and see what it be. Giving you a man's viewpoint, and we just wanna help you see. We talk real life, no cap, no shade. Truth in the open, no mask, no fade. From love and money to faith and pride, it's a ride through the mind of the other side.